All right, Coffee. It's me and you. I'm going to need you on this because God knows what this show is going to throw at me today. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to some more Mr. Robot. I've just noticed outside there is a solitary cow just standing amongst a field of sheep. Why is there only one cow and loads of sheep? Last time on Mr. Robot, we got the mother of all reveals to reveal anything. Turns out Elliot was in prison the entire time. It made so much sense when it happened because I had all these questions about why is he so separated from everyone else? This perfect routine that he's fallen into, it seems all very like it's just happening. Why is this happening? And then the reveal, and it's turned everything upside down, but also I get it. So I look forward to seeing where that's going to go, where we're going to explore that, if we're going to see the flip side of events from that new perspective, all of that good stuff. Angela and Darlene and the gang seem to have a success mission where they managed to get into the FBI, clear up some records, some CCTV, all of that good stuff. Dom's decided to go be miserable at a barbecue, I think, is what happened. Tyrell is maybe not dead. Apparently Elliot shot him with the popcorn gun, but I don't believe it. I think there's more to it than that, honestly. And then ball testicles. Ball testicles fell through the ceiling. That also happened. So that's where we're at. So before we jump into this episode, please remember to hit the thumbs up if you enjoy the reaction and the review of the episode that happens afterwards. Also consider subscribing to the channel, helping out, supporting all of that good stuff, making sure you don't miss any future videos. And there are links down below for Twitch, Discord, all of that fun stuff if you want to go check all that out. Let's jump into another mind-meddling, crazy, I don't know what to expect episode of Mr. Robot. Let's do it. Ron's Coffee. Hold on. Isn't that the place of the dude? The dude from the very first episode? We flashing back again.
Oh, whole milk. Must be some kind of revolutionary.
I'm guessing this is first meeting.
I'm an Android guy. Paid Apple. Think iPhones are for pussies. What do you want?
iPhone.
Wow.
Go to this benchmarking website. We'll compare speeds.
Okay. Game on. I'm meeting someone. What about you?
Same.
You're both meeting the same person, I'm willing to bet.
The old malicious browser benchmark trick.
Yeah.
Is he already on this noob's whole system? Now, keep in mind, these are his words, not mine. He's a touch melodramatic. There's a powerful group of people out there that are secretly running the world. I'm talking about the guys no one knows about, the guys that are invisible, the top 1% of the...
So she's just reading out his monologue from the beginning of the first episode. Was that him practicing on us before he sent that out? I'm liking that we're getting these little snippets of these early parts before everything went down. Nice bit of context.
And this is happening tomorrow.
Conference call. Ben Berenstein. Okay, the surveillance thing. I'm with you. I should have my notebook ready. What the fuck am I doing? Amateur hour out here.
What is that noise? Okay, tape's busted. Just grab another one and we'll do it again.
Yeah.
That feels like his foreboding. Why break a tape? Why call attention to a broken tape?
Okay.
Listen closely to a classified conference call we recently intercepted between the FBI agents that so earnestly promise you fidelity, bravery, and integrity.
3 million Americans under surveillance for 5/9 without a warrant, not to mention backdoor access to every goddamn smartphone out there.
Oof. 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 Plus, this music just reminds me of Jonathan Creek. I'm sorry, it just does.
The FBI has 3 million of you innocent citizens under surveillance for no reason.
They can use this to get more public opinion on their side. That's for sure. It could be a trap, though. What if it's a bait and trap?
I don't care anymore. I'm officially done.
You don't want to do this, because when the Dark Army finds out the FBI nails you, which they will, it's lights out.
Without a
Oh
doubt.
no.
Guys.
Oh dear. That's awkward. Murder? Murder? Is that the option here? I'm I mean, I still have questions about the needle that they shoved in what's-his-face's thumb. Like, that feels like a thing.
Still, that's gotta be tough on your father, though. Having to watch while you bow down to those bastards that killed your mother.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Ooh, there's so many oofs happening to this episode.
Just, who the hell do you think you are, anyway?
I don't think she deserves all this. Like, Jesus. I mean, I've not agreed with a lot of Angela's choices, but Jesus.
60 years at life? That's the best you can come up with. Literally cleaning shit for a living. I'm 27. And I've got a 6-figure salary at the biggest conglomerate in history. And I'm just getting started. That's who I am.
All right, Angela. All right, there goes that E-Corp mentality. Oh God, what's happening here? What's happening here?
I need the bathroom. Not yet.
It'll only take a second.
Oh God, oh God, don't. This is the oldest trick in the book, God damn it. Literally.
Make it quick.
Oh no, oh God.
They have a secret surveillance program on us. Jeez, you're
Maybe she did it for them. Maybe she did it for them.
This isn't exactly what I meant by shut her up.
okay.
We need to get her to a hospital.
No.
Okay, she's alive.
No, not until we're sure she won't talk.
Blackmail? I guess that's what they're good at. I guess that is their skill set.
She's got 3 million.
Everybody wants to rule the world. Yeah, I could have done this. Sign me up to this karaoke.
Maybe we could target Yahoo server logs and cross-reference any incoming connections from here. Might lead to an account name and password hash. I could use Bashbone.
Or, what about this?
She wrote her passwords down? Oh boy, she deserves it. She deserves it. Lordy. Good song choice though. Very apt.
You really have a desire to rule the world?
Well, my desires go way beyond that.
Where is Angela going? I still cannot read what she's up to at all. One minute she's like, I'm gonna do the good thing for the cause, and the next minute she's like, yo, I make all the money, fuck you, plumber man, even though he was a dickhead, but still.
Better get back to my colleagues.
You could do that. Or you could stay here.
What is she up to? She has to have some sort of long play going on. I have to believe it. I have to.
No, I agree with Mr. Jones. The shell's microstamp leads right to your client's gun. A gun that he had in the city of New York illegally, I might add. Immunity is on the table in exchange for a name.
Oh no. Oh no. Is he gonna give up Darlene? Don't cut away at these moments of tension. This show loves doing that. It loves doing that. Not giving me the answers when I need them.
You know, I'm glad you came home. But my friends are freaking out. Came up with this neat little plan to blackmail you for your silence. You'd slime your way around it and fuck us over just like you did my dad. Who's dead, by the way. You aged very well. First time
It's a fucking good scene, man. I'm just getting sucked into it. Jeez.
on the news, in the courtroom when they cleared E-Corp of all the bullshit they put my family through. And you laughed. I'm sure we can figure something out. I already have.
Is this the plan? Is this part of the plan, or is Darlene going rogue? What the fuck? I don't think the others agreed to this. Oh, the build-up in that scene, though, was fucking great.
No, she had a heart condition. There were lots of emails from her doctor. You didn't see any of those?
No.
Sus. Everyone is sus. Did not pass the speech check, Darlene.
We need to get rid of it.
We ain't doing shit. See if my guys can take care of it.
Okay, no offense, but I don't trust them either.
Do it yourselves.
Well, if this is the part of the conversation where you start throwing out ideas like acid and wood chippers, I ain't obliging.
This isn't a conversation.
It's got to be done.
We need to do it.
How are they going to do it? Oh my god, please do not tell me her body is in that bag. What? His face.
Hurry up.
Oh, we're going to the burn. We're going to the burner. That makes sense. That's why this got established.
We let all the dogs go. I almost got fired. What was that all about, anyway? Not like it matters. They all ended up back here.
Well, there you go. There was a thematic thing for you. We tried to create freedom, and everyone just got locked back in the cage anyway. Did they cut her up? Like they must have done, right?
We need to take her out.
This is some traumatizing shit, you know that?
What a day. What a day we're all having, huh? Oh my god. They crunched her up in that bag. Jesus.
I don't feel bad. I always knew there was a part of me that wanted to do this to her for what she did. I figured when the time came, something would stop me, but it didn't.
It's been a great performance from her, though, this episode. Like, this slow, just like almost breaking down of her soul inside of her.
But we can find another place.
Where's this going? Tension is building. I don't trust it. They're all becoming like Elliot. The men in the suits. The men in the suits are coming.
Sir, open up, FBI.
Okay. Just him, then. Just him.
Well, I've been waiting here all night. What the fuck is going on?
I feel your pain. I've been stuck here all night too.
Fuck's sake.
Depressing, isn't it? An end of the world party featuring DJ Mobley. A quick search on the Wayback Machine, and guess what we found all the way from 2003? You.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Here's the deal. We want Terrell Wellick. Any information at all that you can give us from that party that would help.
Does he know anything about the Tyrell situation at all?
Lawyer.
I mean, it's a fair shout. It's a fair shout to have a lawyer.
He's a minor player that won't blow our strategy. He'll start flushing some of these guys out.
Are you not watching the news? Just held this guy for 12 hours for no reason. Whatever paranoia you've put into him is done. Let him go.
Okay. I mean, he was paranoid to start with, but this has just made it 10 times worse, probably.
I'll be back later.
We're going back to Ron's coffee shop? Does it even exist anymore after what Elliot did?
I don't know what I did wrong. I thought she was into me.
Don't let it get you in the dumps. Getting into the mind of a woman, it's the toughest route for even the best sources.
He worked for the FBI the whole time? Oh my god. I mean, he's not really been on screen all that much, but... Jesus.
She hasn't given up anything since you first put me on her. And she bailed on me for some old dude at the bar.
A contact?
I think she's just into old dudes.
Angela is being so erratic, even the professional FBI person is like, what the fuck is going on? I'm glad it's not just me.
Cisco?
Yo, what's up?
What's happening? What's happening? What are we doing? Okay. Where's that going? What? Okay. I'll wait. I'll shut up and wait. Something bad is about to happen. I know it. I know it. There's gonna be an awful, awful thing that's about to happen. Great. Great. He is absolutely being used because of whatever that fucking thing in his thumb is.
Yo, what the fuck?
Well, that was a lot. Who walked in at the end of the... Oh, I just hit the microphone. Oh, God. Jesus, so much happened, and it was all confusing. Or just unanswered questions, god damn it. All right. The F Society episode, I guess, where we got a little bit of context as to how they all met at Ron's cafe, Ron's coffee shop, whatever the fuck it's called, and just sort of the paranoia that has encroached all of their minds. And I feel like I'm paranoid. I don't know what to trust anymore. I don't know, especially it's kind of the perfect episode to come into given what had just happened in the last episode, where you're already going into it like, okay, what do I believe? What's real anymore? I don't know. And then we're trapped in a room effectively with a group who also trust nothing that's going on around them, and they may or may not be being blackmailed by the Dark Army with some people's cases. The FBI are onto them, other people might be onto them. There's a lot of tension, and it's just winding up in there. So we kicked off the episode with them hacking into a conference call with the FBI and the government, I guess, sort of admitting to that they've tapped into millions of people's home lines and they're spying on people to try and track down like the whole attack. Like, where did it come from? We need to, you know, they've gone above the law to try and get evidence and suspects and all of that, and leaked it. And that's, I'm guessing, going to play a bigger theme as we go into the next few episodes, a bigger part of the events. But that's how we kicked off. I'm sus. I don't know why. Again, like I say, it's the paranoia. I'm probably overthinking it, but I feel like they got into that conference call too easily, almost. Like, they just like, oh, we're in the conference call, I guess. We get given the information, and the VHS tape that didn't record correctly felt like it got signposted too much. Like, that's going to come back somehow. There's a lot. There seems like there's a lot of seeds happening at once in this episode, and it's just kind of seeing what was actually relevant versus what wasn't. And maybe that's how that's just the trick of the show, by keeping you guessing, I guess. But yeah, conference call, it happened. I guess at least with them leaking it, it would put more public favor into F Society if the government and its agencies are spying on everyone and everyone knows about it. On top of that, Madam Executioner came home early, apparently, which, you know, set things to boil over. It looked like they worked incredibly hard to get some blackmail on her to silence her after she donked herself on the head. But then Darlene was just like, nah, bitch, nah, I saw you laughing about people who died, namely my father, who died because of you and your friends, and you laughed about it. You're dead. I thought I could stop myself, but no. And it was a great performance from Darlene. Like, she just slowly broke down over the course of the episode, where she was just becoming more and more, you know, I'm struggling to think of a word, like soulless. Like, it just, all that light was just leaving her eyes, and she was just falling into this, like, I guess this is who I am. I am just straight up revenge murder. That's me now, I guess. And yeah, it was a great performance. It was really affecting, and the scene between her and the Madam Executioner was like, just had me like on edge. Like, where is this going? Is she gonna try and sweet talk her? But the tension's also rising, and before I knew it, zap to the heart in the pool. It was good. It was a really good scene. I could really, like I say, feel the tension ramping up, and I felt like that was probably the way that this was going to get resolved. Like, it felt like it was the only way that was going to go, because they don't want this loose end hanging over them. So I figured, yeah, she's dead. She's dead. There's no way. And it was just a matter of how does it happen. I thought the situation might have resolved itself when she bonked herself, but nope, we went for the murder. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Darlene's character is going to move forward from this, especially with what happened at the end of the episode as well, which we'll get to in a moment. Angela. Let's talk about Angela for a second, shall we? Because I've been saying throughout this season, she has been perplexing me. I don't know what her real motivation is, because she seems to be flip-flopping constantly on, I'm going to try and change E-Corp from the inside, make it a better place, make it less evil, versus also outing certain people. Maybe that's a version of her changing it from the inside, I guess. But also seeking power in a weird way, like she's trying to climb that ladder, and she's out here bragging about how much money she's earning, and that kind of cold corporate, like, fuck you attitude is coming out thick and fast a lot, even though the dude who fucking talked shit to her was like, come on now, you can be mad about stuff. Like, I get where the anger's coming from, but to steep to some of the comments he was making, like, get in the bin. But yeah, it's leading me to think that Angela is like putting herself through the ringer for some sort of greater plan or cause that she's working on, but she's so erratic it's hard to get a beat on what she's actually aiming for. She's trying to tell herself that she's doing the right thing even though it feels bad. Like, that's the overall vibe I'm getting from her. I just don't know exactly what her end goal is at this point. I'm guessing to do something to change E Corp, but also have her own value. I'm not sure. And the last thing we saw, she was hooking up with an old dude. I'm wondering if that's going to be something important, like she's part of her plan, maybe? I don't know. I have no idea. But yeah, I'm interested. I'm certainly interested. Again, I may just be overthinking things, and it might just be, this is what it is. It's just this. I have no idea. I just noticed that I wrote down Darlene, kill, kill, kill. She's just gone kill, kill, kill mode. We had a return to the like the dog cages, kennel, I guess, I don't know, dog pound, which had an interesting thematic thing where we last saw them releasing all the dogs and like, hey, the revolution's working, we're getting everyone out, it's complete freedom, and then we returned and everyone's back in the cage. Everyone's back where they were, and it still sucks, which was a really just nice visual, just like language thing of what is currently going on in the show and the world that's being built. Like, hey, we did this thing, we thought we released everyone from their prisons, but it really kind of feels like everyone is still in their prison even though we did this, and if anything, we've made our lives harder. So what are we doing exactly? So it was great. And then we also had the song from Angela, which was a good choice of Everyone Wants to Rule the World, which that's what it feels like a little bit at the moment. You've got E Corp and the people backing E Corp and the Dark Army like trying to get their power, and equally you have F Society trying to do their thing on the flip side, but is them just trying to grab a different form of power or releasing power. It's an interesting theme that we're running with, and it's definitely one I'm invested in to see where it goes, because it's walking a line. It's not really it's a great moral, like, it's on you as an audience member. Like, what do you think more than anything? Like, it's like, is there a right or wrong answer to this? Like, destabilizing everything in this manner where it's hurting innocent people, but it's also causing a lot of pressure for not great people in wealthy positions where they're corrupt and stuff. It's, you know, it's doing a lot, and it's keeping it in this gray space and kind of leaving it up to interpretation of what you think is good or bad. And yeah, I'm fascinated to see how the show is gonna like wrap some of these things up and where it's gonna fall on some of these things. We had a lot of oof yikes in this episode as well. Just people making comments, people you run in their mouth, like just asking for trouble, like the plumber dude talking to Angela as well, to be fair. Madam Executioner, she said some mad shit, like just a lot of that this episode, and it was like ugh. All part of building the tension and not being able to maybe tell what certain characters might do in response to other characters making certain comments. But yeah, a lot of that happened this episode. And then we ended on the twist that Cisco, I think his name is, Darlene's ex on and off boyfriend, is working with the Dark Army still, which seems kind of obvious. Like, they did something to his thumb. They injected something, put something in his thumb, which I guess they're using against him. Like, maybe it's a poison or something. I don't know. It could be anything. But essentially, they have control over him, and they want Darlene for whatever reason. She's figured that out and battered him. And we now know she has the murder bug, so he could be dead. He could be dead. I don't know, though. I mean, I feel like we have to figure out what all that was about. But you know, if someone was recording me sleep and talking to mysterious people like, I got her, don't worry about it, I'd be pretty pissed off as well. So maybe don't blame her. Maybe don't blame her. I guess I'll wait and see before I make a judgment call on that and see where that goes. Also, we have the question of who walked into the coffee shop at the end. We didn't see who walked in to greet her or what made her turn around and go like, huh? Was it our guy? I can't remember all their names. It's terrible of me, honestly. But was it the, you know, Mobley? Mobley, is that it? I think that was it. Or was it someone else? Could be anyone. Literally could be anyone. Anyone could have walked in that made her go, huh? I guess, I mean, we might not even find out next time, because next episode could just be a whole Elliot episode and we don't see any of this. Or it could be an episode that sort of operates like simultaneously to these events and everything will link up. I don't know. There's lots of interesting things the next episode could do. I kind of did think that this episode may, after everything that happened or got revealed last week, I was like, I'm willing to bet that this episode's going to flip over to the other side of things so we can see what's going on with all of them, and that's exactly what happened. But no, it was nice. It was nice to catch up with all these characters, see what was going on, to have the context of how they first kind of met, and to see that growing paranoia and the tension rising. Like, you know, the show's done a good job. Obviously, it started off as the Elliot story and everything that's going on with him and this whole scenario that has become apparent because of him and his dual personality. So it's nice to maybe see what everyone else is up to and where they fall into it. And I will admit, I was slightly worried that, am I going to be into this when it became apparent that this was what the episode was going to be? But, you know, thanks to like the good scenes that were in here, and like I say, I got invested in the paranoia and the tension of it all. So in the end, worked out pretty good. Worked out pretty good this episode. Many questions still, lots to do. Loved Dom in this episode, doing full FBI interrogation, even though she was maybe, you know, trying her luck a little bit, I think, but she does such a good job at just keeping calm, stone-faced in those scenarios that you just go with it, and she's intimidating when she needs to be. I do really like that character, how she can be so kind of innocent and nice, and then just on a dime can be just stern and scary, for lack of a better word, when she needs to be. Like, she's obviously like good at her job, which has always been apparent. So I like that. I like that about her character. And also, and again, I've said this before, it's interesting to have characters on both sides of this particular fence when you're kind of rooting for all of them, and when things come to a clash, you're kind of like, oh god, what do I do? who do I like more? I think, I don't know. I really like this show. I can't wait for the next one. Thank you for watching, guys. If you enjoyed, please click the thumbs up. Helps me know you liked it. Helps it get seen by more people. Also, consider subscribing and don't miss any future videos. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of this episode. Were you as paranoid as I am at this point when you watch this for the first time? But yeah, as I say, thank you for watching. I will catch you on the next one.